Good job. Good job. Good job.
Kevin is here. You can sit with Kevin.
South Kevin. Gobi, that's Kevin.
We're like right in front of
Program Director for our ME-MSN program. It is my distinct honor to welcome you all to the opening ceremony for Cohort 14 here at our OC campus. To our students, congratulations. This is a memorable ceremony for you. I hope you get to reflect and bask in all of your hard work and accomplishments, and all that you've learned during your time with us at USF. As you reflect, I hope you anticipate next steps. To the families and friends, welcome and congratulations to you too. You all shared these accomplishments because you and your support have gotten our students to this point. To my esteemed colleagues and our faculty, thank you. Thank you to you, our faculty, and thank you to the staff. You have imparted knowledge, given guidance, shown compassion, and helped the students navigate this rigorous program. I hope you share in their celebrations knowing you played a huge role. To get this ceremony started, it is my pleasure to invite Father Tim Godfrey for the opening prayer.
Good afternoon. In Psalm 118, the psalmist sings, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." So let us rejoice then and be glad as we pray. Loving God, you have made us so that we may share in your joy, to live lives of praise and thanksgiving as we come to an ever greater awareness of the richness of your goodness, the breadth of your mercy, and the strength of your love for each of us. No matter what the circumstances, in our laughter and in our tears, in our struggles and in our successes, you are there, always faithful to us, calling to us by our name. On this day of celebration, we gather to rejoice as friends, families, administrators, staff, and faculty in the accomplishments our students have achieved through hard work and perseverance, in their growth that has been nurtured through love and commitment, in the wisdom they have gained through professional dedication and rigor. We also rejoice because you have been present in it all. It is you who have mysteriously but surely brought us all to this moment to witness the miracle of new life. A new cohort of master's prepared nursing professionals is about to be sent forth from the School of Nursing and Health Professions to care for your people, especially those who are most vulnerable. As we continue with our celebration, bless this gathering and increase our joy, for truly today, this day, is a day you have given to each of us, that we may rejoice and be glad in the blessing that these new nursing leaders are to us now, and to the many people they will serve in the future. We make our prayer thankful for your faithful love for each of us, both now and forever. Amen. Amen. This time I'd now like to call on Dr. Ryan O'Malley, who has some words of inspiration and congratulations for our new graduates.
We love you, O'Malley.
Thank you.
We love you.
You know, although I've spoken once or twice before, it's never lost on me what an honor it is to stand before you as your faculty speaker. At my age, the greatest reward in life is not material goods, but rather having a positive impact on the lives of others. And of course, with you guys who I know, there's no greater joy than seeing you succeed. There's no greater joy than seeing you here. Even the little gifts and cards mean the world to me. I'm always reminded of the Bible story in which a rich man with 1,000 cows gifted but one to God, and God was angry. And on the other hand, there was a poor man who offered God the one cow he had, and God was pleased. You guys don't have any cows. You have student debt. You have negative cows. As such, I understand what these gifts are worth, far more than their monetary value, whatever that is. But back to positive things. I'm positive. You're painting this new chapter in life, this brave new world, me not yet being canceled. It is a good thing that our San Francisco friends are too busy putting locks on their soap and shaving cream to bother with little old me. But in any event, I'll keep that second job. I think the last thing that I can help you all with is more a warning than anything else. And the warning is how easy it is to make mistakes in healthcare, and even more so as a new grad. You've probably heard me talk about in class, it's estimated that 250,000 patients are killed each year from medical errors. And that number doesn't include the hospital-acquired infections, nor the wrong limbs amputated, or anything short of death. So imagine going to the hospital and being worse off than before. In Spanish, there's an interesting word for healthcare professionals, los matasanos, meaning the healthy people killers. And they're not so wrong. When imagining 250,000 deaths per year, you must also take into account those are the reported deaths. And let me ask everybody in here, how many times can you speed or run a stop sign before you actually get pulled over? I don't know. And I don't know about you, but I plan to turn left out of the parking lot tonight. Never mind that sign that says no left turns. Maybe that's part of the decorations for me. Okay, so what is the real number of deaths per year? I think only God knows. And for the sake of this speech, let's take this number that only God knows into perspective. The police kill a little over 1,000 people a year, and most are justified. Most. Medical professionals kill 250 times more, and 0 are justified. So why no rioting? Why no sick lives matter? Why no badge cams for RNs? I think the unfortunate case of Redonda Vaught, who confused for sed and acronia, is an example of how easy it is to cause harm to our patients. I really want to point out that Nurse Redonda did not make that mistake because she was stupid or somehow lacked intelligence or training. And there was definitely no malice in her intent. She made that mistake because she was human. And guess what? You are human. Okay? And if you don't think you can make that same mistake, you are lost. So how can you avoid having an unflattering picture of yourself on the 6 o'clock news with ominous background music? You recognize that you are human, and no matter what, you recognize you can also confuse Versed and Vecronia. I don't want to mention any names, but on one of the exams, more than one of you categorized a mastectomy as a cosmetic procedure. Number 49, select all that apply. Definitely not cosmetic. So how do you stay humble and remember the most intelligent among us can harm patients? Believe it or not, the answer comes from Rome. And just so everybody understands the context here, it was this cohort who first asked me how many times a day I think about the Roman Empire. And the answer is quite a few times, actually. So today you will too. So after every triumph, the great Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius maintained his humility by having a servant whisper in his ear, "Memento mori." Memento mori literally means you are a man like any other, and like all men, will wither and die. Knowing he was no different than any other man, Marcus Aurelius was humble and cautious and didn't make any big mistakes. Today, he is remembered as one of the greatest emperors of the Roman Empire, second only to Augustus Caesar. And to highlight a transgression of the humility of which I speak, we look to another Marcus, Marcus Licinius Crassus, the richest man in Rome. After being named imperator of the army, he mercilessly put down the slave revolt headed by the villain Spartacus. After defeating Spartacus, he nailed the survivors of the battle to the cross, festooning the Via Appia with the testament of the power of the House of Crassus. Brimming with having just crucified the enemies of Rome and thinking himself a military genius, Marcus of the house Crassus did not heed the lesson of memento mori. Crassus thought he was above lesser men, and like the gods, not subject to their rules. He foolishly marched into Parthia in modern-day Iran, where he was swiftly captured and most of his army put to the sword. The king of Parthia killed the richest man in Rome by pouring molten silver down his throat. I'm sure everyone in this room will rise to do great things, but no matter what you achieve, you should always look in the mirror and whisper memento mori. Always remember you are human. You too can err, just like Nurse Redonda, just like the nurse who overdosed Dennis Quaid's twins with heparin, and just like the countless other medical errors lost to history or those just never reported. I know the speech isn't overly positive, but I think this is the one last thing. Well, it's the one last thing I can do for you. I was always pragmatic. I don't think I was ever overly optimistic in class, and I wanted to give you something useful, something that you would actually use. So this is it, and I thank you for allowing me to be your professor through what I think are the most important classes in nursing school. Medical surgical nursing, no matter what you do in life, is nursing. So I appreciate that, and I thank you very much. And I also want to introduce the next student speaker, Ms. Tanya Avanishe.
Let me just get that out of the way. Hello, everyone. My name is Tanya Avanishe. And before I begin, I would like to just express how truly grateful I am to no longer have to take a HESI exam ever again. Who can agree? Those exams have literally led us to have several NANDA diagnoses of ineffective sleep patterns related to stressful study schedules, select all that apply, choose the best answer, and next-gen questions, as evidenced by insomnia, excessive your best grade or your world questions, and my favorite, the overconsumption of caffeine. Now, before I really begin, I actually really want to thank my cohort 14, my peers, for giving me this opportunity to be your student speaker today. I have to be honest, I'm still processing the fact that we are even getting pinned today. I mean, it feels so surreal because it feels like it was just yesterday that we were in this same room getting our hands blessed during our white coat ceremony. And just thinking about how time really flies when you're having fun, filling out care plans, studying for med math exams, the HESI. But it's really beautiful just to see how far we all have come in these 2 quick years. I mean, for that, can we give cohort 14 a round of applause? And to our faculty, administration, family, friends, and our community in attendance, please also give yourselves a round of applause for all of your support. I feel we can all agree that no matter our religious or spiritual background, that community is a blessing. As for me, I am Catholic, and I received my first communion at the tender age of 7 years old. And what I've known from that moment, that communion was a time to not only remember his sacrifices, but to be in unity with the Lord. But I don't think he quite stopped there. I also believe that he gave us our own communion, the unity amongst human beings, the gift of community. And I also believe he gave us our own communion. And as much as I would love to use this moment and quote from the movie Legally Blonde and say, what, like it's hard? I won't do that today. Because honestly, it's no secret that it was hard. I mean, so hard that during our first skills lab, we literally spent several hours learning how to wash our hands. And I mean, if at that point we didn't understand that nursing school would be challenging, I don't know what would have prepared us. But on a more serious note, several of us faced challenges during this program. Some of us had hours-long commute to classes and clinicals. Others had to work full-time just to support their families. And some of us had very difficult personal experiences throughout this program. So this journey, it wasn't easy. There were difficult moments, but what made it easier was the community from those that we love and the one we created as a cohort. From the shared notes and resources, to the study sessions, to the hangouts, to the peer mentoring, to the shoulders we've cried on, to the group messages on GroupMe of all of us just trying to figure it out. We have been each other's support systems. We have done this together. Let's also remember to take this into our careers, where not only as nurses will we get to enjoy, and I mean really, really enjoy bigger bank accounts, amen to that, right? But we will have a bigger influence in our communities. Now that we are equipped with our licenses and this knowledge, we have the power of advocacy to advocate for the same community that has supported us and to create positive change in our microsystems. You know that's our favorite word in this program. As we take the next steps and apply for jobs, we should acknowledge that hard work that we each have put in to get to this point. And remember that each and every one of us are more than capable. Please trust in yourself, believe in yourself. I mean, look how far we've made it. And as honestly as cliche as it sounds, the sky is really our limit. And as we embark on this next journey of our lives, I want to remind you all to remember to lean on your community, because your community is here to support you. Thank you to our families and friends in attendance, to our professors, instructors, administrators. Thank you to OCGNA and my co-cohort representative. And thank you to my USF besties, my girl Ajua, and of course, a special thank you to my family, especially my mother in the front row. And to cohort 14, all of our wildest dreams are reachable because we are destined for greatness. I mean, we are the future of healthcare. And from what I can see in this very room today, that future looks very bright. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Wonderful. It's really great to be here. So before I introduce myself and go on with what I'm going to share with you, I did want to just draw your attention to the back of your program. To make this event, this beautiful event that we get to participate in, there's a lot of people that helped with that. So I just want to acknowledge them now. So we have the School of Nursing and Health Professions faculty and staff. We have the Orange County campus staff, clinical and fieldwork partners, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange, St. Joseph Center staff, and then to all of you for being here, for your mentorship, wisdom, and guidance. So thank you so much for helping to make this event so special. So good afternoon, everybody. What a beautiful day it is to celebrate the accomplishments of our students as they receive their nursing pins, honoring both the rich legacy of our school and our profession. My name is Lynette Appen. I'm the Associate Dean of Nursing, Academic Affairs, and Faculty Development. I'm truly honored to be here with you today to celebrate OC Cohort 14. And on a little special side note, just personal for me, I've just been with USF about 6 months, so it's my first time with you here today, so really honored to be in community with all of you. So although I haven't had the privilege of getting to know each of you personally, our students, I reached out to your faculty to learn more about your cohort. They described you as a cohesive and thoughtful group whose dedication and excellence have been evident throughout the program. So all wonderful things, that's great. The faculty shared their eagerness to see where your journey will take you from here. So as we reflect on your future and the opportunities you will have to impact the lives of those that you touch, I'm reminded of something that I read recently in The Power of Moments. It's a book by Chip and Dan Heath. The authors discuss strategies for creating moments that matter, one of which is cultivating connections by creating shared meaning through through the pursuit of purpose rather than passion. While passion is great, it can be individualistic and isolating. Purpose, on the other hand, can be shared and helps build community. Having clarity about your purpose, the why behind your work, will not only help you navigate challenging times, but also unite diverse teams under a common goal. So all of you will be clinical nurse leaders, you'll be in leadership roles. So this will be challenging to you at times, and so this will help you sort of settle that common purpose. Your time at USF has provided you with a strong foundation to cultivate your purpose, embodying our core values of courage, community, diversity, excellence, ethical practice, and scholarly inquiry in nursing. Nursing is a privileged profession. We witness the human condition firsthand, and through advocacy, practice, research, and science, we play a crucial role in the health of individuals, families, communities, and the world. The privilege comes with the responsibility to be intentional in how we present ourselves, care for our patients, and interact with our colleagues. For more than 2 decades, nursing has been rated the most ethical profession. This esteemed designation reflects our commitment to the core values of our field. It requires us to thoughtfully use our voice, ensuring that we provide equitable care to everyone, regardless of personal beliefs or circumstances. This unwavering commitment to ethical practice demands fortitude and a deep faith in the purpose of our profession. Your education at USF has equipped you with a guidepost to navigate this demanding but rewarding path. Your Jesuit education has empowered you to lead and support others in creating a more just and humane world. It has taught you to recognize the inherent dignity and holistic potential in all people, to respect diverse perspectives, and to seek common understanding. You have learned the value of courageous self-reflection, creativity, and innovation, and to appreciate the interconnectedness within humanity and with the natural world. These lessons will elevate both the art and science of nursing, reinforcing why nurses are essential. Today's celebration is a testament to the long journey you and those who have supported you have undertaken. It comes during historic times marked by uncertainty, pain, loss, grief, frustration, and at times chaos. Yet through these challenges, you have shown perseverance, resilience, adaptation, innovation, determination, and brilliance, and a great job with your nails. You are a beacon of hope and a source of light. Your commitment to the nursing profession and your own professional growth is exceptional and commendable. Congratulations on reaching this milestone. I wish each of you the best of luck and the brightest of futures, because this honorable profession, the one we call nursing, is essential. As a nurse and a leader, you will change the health of the world from wherever you are. Thank you very much. Now have the faculty for the pending and awards.
We're gonna now have the students and their pinners come up. Dr. Mack will read the names. You may applaud, you may take pictures. When the students come up here with their pinners, the first row pinners will start first, and then Tracy will guide the rest. Upon pinning, please stand back, because the students will get to recite the Nightingale pledge afterwards. So the pinners can go back down and the students stay up.
Tanya Abadis, and her tenor, which is her mother, is Antonia Anacayora. Our next student is Jennifer Aguirre Vasquez, and her tenors are her parents, Angelica Aguiar and Pedro Vasquez. Our next graduate is Kaylee Benz, and her tenor is her mother, Our next graduate is Jasmine Cerezo, and her parents are Amelia Lopez and Ray Cerezo, her parents. Next graduate is Josie Pierre Long Charles, and her tenors are her parents, Yolanda and Joseph Charles. Our next graduate is Alexis Marks, and her tenor is her mother, Barbara Graham. Our next graduate is Achuan Joanna. Our next graduate is Julia Marie Porras, and her tenor is her sister, Joanna Porras. Our next graduate just happens to be a sister of a previous graduate. This is Jennifer Marie Porras, and her tenor is her father, Cesar Porras. graduate is Anissa Nicole Pisano, and her peer is her parents, Sandra and Abel Pisano. Our next graduate is Trinity Michelle Robertson. And the winner is Deandra Rutherford, her brother, and Cynthia Rawls, her sister. Our next graduate is Anais Andrea Rivero, and her pinners are her parents, Esmeralda Lizarga and Christian Rivero. Our next graduate is Michelle Ashley Close, and her pinner is her brother, Michael. Our next graduate is Nicole Michael Darugar, and her pinner is Milo and Kevin Darugar, her parents. Our next graduate is Leon Heim Gomez, and her pinners are Teresita and Alice Gomez. Our next graduate is Selena Diamond Gutierrez. Our next graduate is Jenny Kang, and her parents, or excuse me, her pinner is Rachel Kim, her friend. Our next graduate is Derek Kao, and his pinners are Summer Kim, her girlfriend, and Joyce Kao, his sister. is Hodada Day, and her parents are Dr. Robert Mondavi and Jasmine Nagat, her parents. Our next graduate is Clara Kim, and her pinner is Chloe Zowiski. Our next graduate is Leah Lechow. Her pinner is Leah Lechow, her mother. Our next graduate is Brittany Lamb. Her pinners are Kathy and James Lamb, her parents. Our next graduate is Lynn Chu, and her pinners are Amy Chu and Hao Chu, her family. Next graduate is Catherine Spocha, and her pinner is her grandmother, Yolanda Stover.
All right. Can we give another round of applause? Thank you. That was very profound and much needed. All right. Can we have all of the nurses in the building stand, please? We're gonna do the Nightingale Pledge. All right, we'll go in unison. We'll try to go in unison. All right. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of this noble profession. I will hold in confidence all persons and nurses committed to the keeping of the practice of my craft. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and use them wisely. I will openly collaborate with other professionals in the medical community and devote myself to the welfare of those placed in my care. I will seek to nurse those who are ill, whatever they may need and whenever they are in need. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and well-being of the community. I will be active in the assistance of others, safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of all humankind. We're on to our closing remarks. You've heard it all from Dr. Appen, from Dr. O'Malley, from your students, speaker Tonya. The journey ahead is really what we make of it. Personally, nursing has been a very, very beautiful profession for me. I leave you with these words of advice, and these have worked personally for me. Always put your best foot forward and present your best self. It makes you memorable, but putting your best foot forward also keeps you steady in case of a fall. Remember who you are. You are Jesuit nurses. It means you care for others, you care for yourselves. You show respect even when you do not feel like it, because people are always watching. Keep the spirit of inquiry and stay ready to learn. Keep asking questions because lives depend on you. Make integrity your watchword. It goes a long way in the profession. Don't worry about being liked. Instead, be kind. To yourselves and to others, kindness takes courage. Being liked does not. Finally, prepare to laugh with strangers, hold the hands of the vulnerable, feed those who cannot help themselves, and cry with families for their loved ones. Thank you to our faculty, Dr. O'Malley, Dr. Longard, Dr. Vieira Martinez, to our administrators, Dr. Atkins, Dr. Mack, Father Godfrey, to our staff, Tracy, Maureen, Lindsay, thank you all so much. Thank you also to our pianist, Kim Wargo, who gave us great music. Thank you to our families and friends for gracing us on these occasions, and thank you for all of the support that you've provided through the years. Thank you also to our students for spending your 2 years with us. We are deeply appreciative of you, and when we see you out there, we really, really want to be proud of you. May the peace of God, which passes all understanding, guide your hearts in knowledge and love of Him. Congratulations, cohort 14. You're nurses.
Okay if I go here.
The students will stand with their posters to answer questions about their project. But we're free to present out.